The presentation of events in the Hague Tribunal, I fully expect to be designed to support the idea that there was one side that was guilty and the others that were victims, pretty much. So they've got the Serbs in the role as the black hats, the evildoers, and the others as their victims. I think this is a complete inversion of truth. Really, there were many guilty parties in this war. The Serbs were no guiltier than any other. That, I think, the Hague Tribunal has been designed to conceal. It's interesting that the main representative of the international community in Bosnia at the time, General Morion, has said at the Hague Tribunal that he, quote, does not believe that General Mladic personally ordered the massacres, as he put it. So he doesn't think it happened as anything other than a reaction to the awful massacres that had preceded events in July '95. Serbs view the events of Srebrenica as a series of events in which the beginning and the middle, which were both horrific, were completely hidden from the outside world so that people don't know what happened, and then people are just presented with the ending, which has been exaggerated to present a one-sided picture of all the Srebrenica situation. They feel that's unfair because they know, as all the international presence that were there know, that thousands of Serbs were killed in that area deliberately, systematically, men, women and boys. In other words, no discrimination. They were massacred by the forces of Nasser Oric and nobody was found culpable. And so the revenge attacks and the battle that followed, they view as a kind of natural result of the massacres that had preceded the ending in July '95. Serbs also have a big problem with the numbers claimed by the ICTFY because they're based on investigations carried out by a so-called International Committee for Missing Persons, which is 97% staffed by Bosnian Muslims. And the tribunal typically has taken the figures on trust. The autopsy reports as well have been fatally flawed as far as experts on pathology are concerned as well. So when you add those two things together, we again get the exaggerated ending to a horrible situation that lasted for years in Srebrenica. Picture of Serbian people created in the 90s made Serbians appear to be some kind of bestial, evil, demonic, subhuman entities committed to a policy of wiping out anyone that they came across. Whereas in fact the Serbians are very normal people, just like everybody else, who would quite have liked their country to stay as one and didn't want a war, didn't want sanctions, didn't want any death in any of their territory or the territory of the former Yugoslavia. And people should really understand that there was propaganda in that war, and the enemy of truth is wartime propaganda.